We are live.
Cool.
I've got the list of all the game award announcements too.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I thought it was a good game awards. Like it, other than the ending, like that was kind of
That ending.
like there had been something else that they could have like.
I feel like they could have ended it on like
or
Control
dropped.
even.
Oh yeah, Control would have been a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks so good.
God. Yeah.
'Cause I was like, how are they gonna do a Control 2 like? And I was like, oh,
The gameplay wise.
so yes, yeah, gameplay wise, I was like, I guess they could like give you more gun variants, but as soon as I saw him
Freaking
holding
hack and
the,
slash.
I'm like, dude, fucking Remedy they're goddamn geniuses.
They just go off. Get the tweet ready.
Little tweet. But yeah, I think that could have been huge. Or like the Divinity game, like I thought maybe could have ended it. You know, game of the year winner a couple years ago, like that could have been cool.
I have I bought Divinity Original Sin 2 a couple of years ago on the Switch.
Okay.
And it just got that free update. So I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, everybody but Nintendo is giving us free updates.
I have to give you Shallow DLC and ask you for $20.
It's bullshit.
Tack on a roguelite mode and call it a day.
Yeah.
Pokemon, Bonanza. It is what it is.
Yeah, I think I'll try to dive back into Hollow Knight because I'm off. I'm getting off at like noon on Wednesday, and I don't go back until Christmas Eve. So I might.
Oh, nice.
I might play a lot of Hollow Knight. We'll see. If I don't get it finished, yeah, I want to get it finished before we do game. So when is? So the Monday. Okay, I guess there's still the 29th, right?
Yeah,
it's still in December. You want to shoot for that?
Let's do that.
Okay, and then maybe we'll just take next Monday off, since there's probably not going to be a lot going on.
Yeah,
and
unless
then
something big happens this week.
Yeah, unless something big happens. Or I mean, or we can, I don't know. I mean, we can either, yeah, we'll shoot for the 29th. We'll say 29th.
Okay.
And then I guess we'll leave it up in the air. I mean, I'm not doing anything next Monday, so if anything big happens news wise, we can do a quick podcast or something.
Yeah.
And if not, nothing happens, then we can just take a week off.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds good. All right. Tweet has been sent.
The tweet has been sent. All right.
I'm ready to go.
Let's get it started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Bros Cast, episode 290. My name is Harrison. I'm joined by my brother Nick, as always. How you doing, buddy?
What's up? I'm doing so good on this glorious Monday.
Yeah, very, very cold.
Yeah,
cold. Yeah, very, very cold here in North Carolina. Yeah, it's a little frosty, but you know, I'll never mind cold weather. We got a little snow like last week for like a half a second.
Flurries.
Flurries, nothing stuck or anything like that. But so yeah, it's getting colder, getting closer to Christmas. So it's a good time.
I think we'll get a big snow in January.
I'm hoping we get one. Like I don't think we really got one last year. Like it might have been like just a dusting, but I want like at least a few inches.
We got like 2 inches last year.
Yeah, but I feel like it melted like almost immediately the next day.
It did.
Yeah, like I want like a good snow that's gonna last a couple of days.
Yeah,
So, and we're excited. We wanted to snow and stick because we have the Ducks and they've never experienced snow before. So we're
love
excited to
that.
see what they do.
Slipping and sliding around.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
But yeah, we got a bunch of games to talk about. We're gonna obviously talk about you and I have both finished Metroid Prime 4, so we'll give our final thoughts on Prime 4 and what we thought about it and what we thought about the ending. We won't spoil it or anything like that, but we'll just give kind of our final thoughts and where we stand with that game. And then we're gonna talk about the Game Awards that happened last week on Thursday. I think we both thought it was a pretty solid show, although it ended in not so hot of a way, but
Yeah.
Expedition 33 came away with I mean, it was a sweep. It was an absolute sweep. I think there's one
9
award
awards.
that they didn't win in the category.
Yeah, I can't remember which award that was, but they
Either
won
way.
9 awards. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
absolutely crazy. Yeah, crazy.
Much deserved.
Yeah, absolutely deserved. This was probably like maybe I mentioned this last week, but going into it, it felt like this game was just going to win every single thing and win Game of the Year. Like I don't, maybe in 2023 with Baldur's Gate 3, like I you and I hadn't played it up until that point, so we didn't really have that perspective. But a lot of the buzz around like on Twitter and stuff was like, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is clearly going to win.
Mhm.
So, but other than that, like I don't really remember like a game, maybe Elden Ring back in 2022.
That one didn't sweep though, because God of War Ragnarok won. I think it won more awards than
Oh yeah,
Elden Ring. Elden Ring took
it
away.
won best soundtrack and
Oh
Xenoblade
yeah,
Chronicles
Xenoblade
3 is
ultimate
got
snub.
snuffed. Yeah. That was awful. But yeah, this one really felt like every category is like, yeah, this is probably gonna be Expedition
It made
33.
sense. Banger soundtrack, banger visuals, good art direction,
Yeah.
great RPG mechanics, things we haven't seen before in an RPG, like, and then of course, incredible game and incredible voice act, like all around.
Yeah, seeing Jennifer English get the best voice actor, that was awesome.
Yeah.
It was like 3 I mean, I knew Charlie Cox wasn't going to get it because he's kind of not in the game too much, and he was very like, I kind of don't want to be nominated at all.
Right.
Kind of vibe, which is fine. He like we said, he's very he wasn't like super part of the game, but yeah, but everybody nominated was obviously well deserved. But
Oh yeah.
good to see her get it because incredible performance. But before we dive into all that good stuff, Nick, where do you want to start? Do you want to start with Prime 4?
Yeah, let's start with Prime
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Fresh.
So I
fresh
think last week I was up. I think we were both like pretty much to the very end. I think maybe I was a little bit closer in terms of getting
Mhm.
all the items and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did all that and then went through the final encounter.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, going back and getting all the items was really fun. Like
Yeah.
going back to the flare pool, and for one, doing the mech part there,
Yes. Yeah.
and fighting that optional or not optional, finding that boss, and then like kind of unlocking that new area was really awesome.
Yeah.
And then just kind of sweeping back through the other areas and getting those last remaining items was really cool too. Um, and then getting to that final area, which like there wasn't much to it. You
No, it was just the elevator, pretty much.
It's an elevator, and then you get to the final area, and you face the final boss.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you
Which
get
I thought it was like the final. I mean, can we say the final boss? Is it okay to say? I mean, it's pretty obvious.
yeah, I guess spoilers for those who I mean, it's really obvious, but spoilers
Yeah.
for the final boss of Prime 4, but
It's
who would have thought? But it's Silex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that whole boss sequence was a lot of fun, like
Mhm.
the first couple phases and then that final part. I died a couple times on that second phase. I had to kind of lock in and make sure I was dodging every little thing. But I had a great time with that final boss fight. Didn't love the ending of the game
No,
necessarily.
did not
Uh,
love it at all.
definitely feels like it's setting up for a Prime 5 or hopefully just some DLC so we can kind of um get some like resolution to what happened. And also like Silex as a character, like I know he's obviously been in the games before, but uh, him how it does he has psychic powers apparently, but it's never really explained. He just kind of periodically shows up in the game and using like the robots, and he's in this tower the entire time. So like he's obviously using some sort of like psychic abilities that maybe he got them as well with when Samus got hurt. It's they don't do a great job of explaining that. I know Metro games are really never about the story, but there
But
is clearly one here, and
I
it
mean,
was
I felt the story otherwise was pretty good. Like, and not only the story
yeah,
with
yeah,
Federation troopers, but the lore behind uh Planet Vuros that you're
yeah,
on. Like that story kind of told through the scans was really cool.
yeah,
And then just the development of the Federation troopers was kind of fun to see throughout the game too. So
yeah,
I thought the story otherwise was good. It's just the, the main antagonist of the game felt super sidelined and almost out of place in this game. Like he was added in as an afterthought, even though he's been teased, really since the beginning of this game. Like
yeah.
it's just weird.
Yeah, I wish we got a little
Weird.
bit more details, like because obviously, like you find out during the game that there's 13 of these
Like
Lemurians left,
Lemurians, yeah,
and
yeah.
12 of them went into the galaxy to try to find the chosen one. And it's like some people were speculating. It's like okay, maybe Silex was a chosen one in a way. I was watching a video, Andres Restore. I don't know if you've ever seen him. He does a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
but he
Watch him
was
a lot.
he was theorizing that maybe kind of in the way that Anakin Skywalker is the chosen one. Obviously, he went down his dark path, but in the end, he brought peace to the galaxy or brought balance to the Force. And maybe like I know that's more of a long shot kind of theory, but still cool to theorize. And but we don't really. So Silex just happened to attack this base that has this artifact and then you go to Vuros, and then why would he also get psychic abilities? Because if
Mhm.
Salmon's like the chosen one, like that kind of doesn't make any sense. So yeah, there's a lot left on the table that it's a little bit confusing, and I would have liked some more context on that stuff, and maybe we'll get that with the DLC. I have no idea if there is any, but
Ye yeah. There's just a big question mark on what Prime 5 is gonna be like. You know what I mean? And it's hard to talk about this without completely spoiling the ending, but
yeah,
it leaves it pretty open and ambiguous on where Samus is going to go next. I hope it's not where I think it's gonna go. Yeah, I hope it's not where it's, like, alluding to of, like, "Oh, she's gonna go back to Vuros.
it's like a loss. We got to go back.
We
We got
gotta
to
go
go
back."
back to the island.
I really hope it's not that. I
or
there's
if it is like you briefly go back, do a thing, and then you venture on into the galaxy. Like I could be just because
right.
there's a specific thing that happens and you're like, man, that kind of sucks.
There is another theory that I saw, and I'm gonna try to dance around it as much as possible without spoiling it, but, the unfinished business back on Vuros,
Hmm.
uh, partners up with someone, and they become, like, the antagonists of Prime 5 because they become embedded in another
Because he does like if
ideal.
you look at his logbook, he does. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If you're yeah. If you go and read if you read the logbook when you scan Silex, yeah, he does have that ability to kind of create like a hive mind almost in a way. So yeah, maybe, and you have to, yeah, we'll
We're
have to get off
really
this
dancing
topic because
around it.
we're dancing around it for sure. But yeah, other than just like that kind of emptiness, it left me a little bit in terms of just what happened at the very end. I really like this game. Yes, it is a different Metroid type of experience. Um,
Yeah.
it's not it's very linear. It is a pretty linear game. You do go back to areas like we talked about, and kind of clean up getting the items and stuff like that, and story reasons too. But I'm okay with like if Metroid 2D Metroid is like our hardcore isolated Metroid experience that we've come to love, and Metroid Prime is a little bit more actiony and has more cutscenes and story and whatever, and maybe just a little bit more linear than the traditional Metroid game. I'm okay with that. I guess my only gripe is it's a $70 game, and it was like 14 hours, 15 hours. Like I could have gone for like maybe 1 or 2 more areas. I mean, I don't usually try to complain about the length of games, but it felt a little bit cut short. Like I would have liked a couple more areas in the game. I don't know what they would have done because they kind of had their grassy area, the electricity area, fire, ice. So they kind of did everything. The underground area, they kind of nailed everything, but
could have gone for something a little bit different. Like I don't know, some ruins or something. Like
yeah,
kind of like the Chozo ruins and Metroid Prime 1, but a spin on that. Obviously
Yeah,
not
that'd be
Chozo,
cool.
but
Yeah.
yeah, something different. Maybe like maybe an area up in the sky or something.
Get some Sky Islands, man. Come on.
Some Sky Islands. Like you could have incorporated some really cool platforming elements up in a sky, but also I don't want to knock the game for what it isn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about what it is, and yeah, like this is something I have complained about Nintendo games in the past, and they do have a formula, right? Where it's you're doing the fire thing, you're doing the ice thing, you're doing the electric thing. Like the Pokemon games do it, obviously with gyms, and the Zelda games do it. Like
it's very heavily themed.
Yeah, very very heavily themed. Even like Echoes of Wisdom last year did it.
Yeah.
And it does kind of get tiresome at some points, but also, what else are you supposed to do if you're doing these big dungeons? Like, oh
yeah,
of course you're going to do a fire dungeon. Of course you're going to do an ice dungeon.
Yeah. I mean, I even if they did like some more
poison swamp,
like even had more shrines in the game, like it made them a little bit longer and it made them actually feel like puzzles versus. I mean, there's like light puzzle elements in those shrines, but
yeah,
for the most part, but they're pretty easy. So like maybe some more of those, but yeah, other than that, man, I still think it's a fantastic game. Hopefully we get some DLC.
Yeah, I think this falls at number 5 on my top 5 Metroids.
Okay.
I have Dread, Prime 1 Remastered.
Yeah.
Or just Prime 1. Fusion, Super, and then Prime 4.
Yeah. Fusion's so good, man. Oh.
I love Fusion. I think Fusion is.
I could go for a remake of that one, but they have to keep the that art style. Just make it like crisp, really crisp.
I would much rather have a remake of Super.
Yeah,
just to get a modern version of it. I mean, not that it plays poorly.
I mean, it's a little. I just booted it up last week, and it looks great. It's still, I mean, it's a Super NES game, so all those games visually are like pretty stunning.
Yeah,
yeah, it would be nice to have like more modern controls. For that game. Just give us the Dread controls,
dude. Give that game to Mercury Steam. Let them do their thing.
Yeah,
like they're killing it. Just let them have 2D Metroid and do whatever they want with it.
Exactly. So yeah, Metroid Prime, I think it's a high recommend. Still number 1 on the Switch 2 eShop, I believe, as of a couple of days ago. It's not number 1 anymore on the regular Switch. Number 8. So it's fallen off pretty hard. So still excited to see what those sales look like. I just always curious about Metroid sales because you just never know. Never know with this game.
I think. I don't know. I think it'll be past 2 million.
Yeah.
By the end of this December, but I just don't know if it's going to crack 3 million.
Yeah, I think it will. I think it will. I think it will.
I mean, it didn't do well in Japan.
Yeah.
Granted,
Japan hates Metroid.
Well, they like 2D Metroid because Dread did pretty well, but they don't like the Prime games. Yeah. Because it's the first person shooter game. That doesn't really translate well to Japan. And then I think UK it hasn't done super well, so it's really on its performance
US market.
US. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still charting above Pokemon on the eShop. So that, I mean, that's a good sign because Pokemon's a huge seller, especially like during the holidays.
I mean,
right
there's
now.
13 million right now Switch 2s out there that we know of. So I mean,
Mhm.
you know, I don't expect this to be more or close to like DK
'Cause
within like a few
DK was
months.
3.4.
Yeah, 3.5, 3, 4, something like that. Which I
Right.
thought that would have been higher. Being
I think I estimated lower for DK Bonanza.
I think you did say 2,
I said
and
2,
I
yeah.
think I might have said 3. Yeah, I guess I would have thought that would have been higher just because there's not a ton of Switch 2 games at that time.
But not a ton of Switch 2s at the time either.
True. Yeah.
I think
That's
at
true.
that time there was like 9 million Switch 2s, so 30% plus attach rate. It's pretty good.
I bet by the end of the year it'll probably cross 5.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
And it's charting well in the eShop as well. And so was Kirby Air Riders. Like that game is number 3.
Yeah.
Still. It's pretty good legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that one's crossed 1 million as well.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it has. All right, Nick, tell me about Skate Story.
Oh, I am vibing very hard with this game, dude. It's very simple. You are a demon made of glass and pain, and you were trying to eat 7 different moons. So it's kind of split up into like different chapters. And the chapters are split out into different parts. Like the first part of it is like you're going through like kind of like linear corridor levels. You're going into teleporting arches that are bringing you into different areas, and it's very visually pleasing, very crazy to look at. And then you get to like a more open section, which has, different challenges throughout. Whether those are like, own the spot, kind of like similar to a skate game where you have to, do not a certain trick, but like get a certain score in a specific spot.
Yeah.
And then there are bosses in this game as well, which are really, I've never seen bosses incorporated in a skateboarding game, but it's really cool how they do it, where there will be this entity that's, going around the map, moving around the map, whether it's a moon or like a crystal or something, and it has a reflection on the ground, like a circular reflection that's moving, and you have to land perfect tricks within that reflection, like within that circle, to do damage to the boss. So you're kind of like crawling around, building up a combo, and then like stomping the combo in that circle to do a bunch of damage.
Okay.
So it's really a really cool way that they've incorporated these bosses into the game. And then, there's a lot of theming around like death and regret and like, what did you not do with your life? It's all kind of baked into the narrative of kind of being a demon in the underworld.
Interesting. Okay.
It's really cool. It's a really cool story. The gameplay is great. It's kind of, the controls are hard to grasp. Because the triggers are your feet essentially. So like the right and left triggers are your back foot. So you can either move your back foot to the left side or the right side of the board to do like a pop shove it, like a front side pop shove it, a back side pop shove it. And then the bumpers are your front foot.
Okay.
So you position it to do a kick flip, or you position it to do a heel flip, and then you can combine those trigger and bumper presses to do like, a 360 flip, or, a varial heel flip. So there's that sort of combination, and then you can like double tap them to do a double kick flip. It's kind of complicated. It's more complicated than something like Skate or something like Session, which is like kind of a really like sim like skateboarding game.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to grasp at first. But once you do, it feels really good to play. I mean, it's made by one person, and that person is a skateboarder. So like they know what it's like to skateboard. They know the process of failing a trick over and over again. And that's what they're trying to convey in this game. Like when you land something, it should feel good to land. When you get something, it should feel good, but you're still always chasing that perfect trick. Right. And does that exist? It's really cool. I would recommend it to most people. I mean, even if you don't like skateboarding games, this kind of feels, it almost feels like a rhythm game to an extent, like just kind of an experience in itself. I'm trying to think of a similar game to this one, but I'm having trouble. I mean, honestly, it kind of feels like Tetris Effect.
Okay.
Like, oh, if you like Tetris and you like fucking cool visuals, then you're gonna love this game. If you like Skate and you like cool visuals, then chances are you're gonna love this one.
Cool. So
Yeah.
I guess they nailed the story aspect. Like it's like the first time there's been like a
Yeah.
quality story in a
Honestly.
skateboarding game. Like what else? I mean, I guess one of the Tony Hawk games, if you want to consider those like
Like, yeah,
stories.
Tony Hawk Underground, 1 or
Yeah.
2. But those are still like slapstick stories, right?
Yeah,
Like,
they're kind of
kinda
like
just hijinks.
nonsensical. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking through all the skateboarding games I've played just this year, like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 remake, and then the Live Service Skate, which was just a soulless game. I think that's my problem with it, is it was soulless and there weren't any stakes. The
Yeah.
game was just too easy to land everything. Whereas Skate Story feels like the opposite of it, where it has a lot of soul and there are stakes to it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes, a good skateboarding game. It's like it
I mean,
has the
is this
soul
game
to it.
isn't it like $15? 15, $20?
$20. Yeah.
$20. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah. Really good.
All right. Tell me about Dragon Quest 1.
I'm very early. I think I'm like
Okay.
an hour into it at this point. But this one, it's a cool one. It's a solo adventure. You don't have any party members. It's just you,
Okay.
just doing your thing.
That's pretty cool.
You're kind of like an all-encompassing character where you have your healing. So you have the role of the healer. You have, dark magic. So you have like fire and stuff. And then you're also a warrior. So you attack physically with a weapon. So you kind
Yeah.
of like take on the roles of all these monsters. But I'm interested to see how they adjust the enemies to like compensate for you not having a not having a healer or not having a specific magic damage dealer. Because like in other games, like in Dragon Quest 3, if one of your character dies, you can just revive them, right? Like
Right.
you still have 3 other characters left. But in this one, presumably, if you die,
Die, you
that's
just
it.
die. That
If you die in the game, you die for real. So, I mean, that's what I'm interested to see. Like, how is that dichotomy going to work? Are you going to face a bunch of different enemies at once,
or just like
is
one
there
at a
some sort of
time.
balancing? Like,
Yeah.
I've fought like maybe 3 or 4 enemies, but they've been lower level enemies, and
Right.
they're not doing a
Okay.
lot of damage. So yeah, interested to see where it goes. I mean, I heard it's a pretty short story. It's like 10 hours or so.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of excited to play it, just because it's a short, simple game. Like it's the first Dragon Quest game. Obviously, it's gonna be super
Yeah.
simple, and it runs really well on the Switch too. Looks great, runs well. There's a performance mode and a quality mode, so you could play it in higher fidelity at 30 frames. But I'm just happy it's in 60 because Dragon Quest 3 was not. I think it ran it in 30 frames per second on Switch 1,
Okay.
which was kind of baffling to me.
Yeah, that almost seems
Kinda
like like inexcusable. Like the word
Yeah.
that an HD2D doesn't run because I think did Octopath Traveler was that also 30 as well?
I thought
Or
the
is
first
that
one was 60, but I could be wrong. I mean, it might be 30.
Yeah.
Maybe that engine does use a lot more power than I think it does. I mean, the games look beautiful, but at the same time, it's like, it's 2D game, right?
Yeah, it's like
Sure.
there's not much going on and in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of particle effects.
Yeah.
In like Octopath Traveler, at least, but I mean, that's really it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really great game. Excited to play more of this, and then I also want to play Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm very excited to play that one. I feel like I'm gonna love it.
I didn't realize, but like, because Adam had texted me, he was because I think he got you Final Fantasy 1 and 2, or no, Dragon Quest 1 and 2. He was like, he's like, what Switch 2 games does he not have? And I was just kind of looking at that, and I was like, well, I don't think he has Dragon Quest. And then I'd already gotten you Final Fantasy Tactics. So I was like, man, we're about to hit, and I also got you Final Fantasy 10. I was like, we're about to hit him with like a lot of RPGs all at once, and he's getting ready to have a baby. This is not a good time.
I don't know how long Final Fantasy Tactics is, but
Yeah,
it's probably in the realm of 30 to 40 hours. But
I would imagine. Yeah,
honestly, RPGs like this are the perfect games for.
yeah, because it's not too involved, right? Like, and you can easily just turn your Switch off real quick and come back
Yeah.
and boot
Ho
it right and boot it right back up.
Honestly, the worst game would be like Elden Ring or
Yeah,
Hollow Knight. I mean, Hollow Knight, I can pause it, but yeah. Any game that would frustrate me, you know what
yeah,
I mean? Those are the ones I would try to avoid.
yeah,
Even Prime 4 was kinda hard to.
yeah. Some of that game could be.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you
difficult
can't.
just to, like,
Yeah,
be 2 places at once, you know?
exactly. Yep, yep. Well, speaking of Final Fantasy 10, I don't know if I talked about it last week, but I've been playing it. I think I'm about 5 or 6 hours in to
You
that.
playing it on the Switch?
Yeah, Switch 2, yeah. Well, the Switch version.
Okay, okay.
So I've been playing that. Man, I love this game, dude. It's very like it 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 very much is like on the vein of like Expedition 33. Like I think Final Fantasy 10 was pretty like inspired, or Expedition 33 was inspired by Final Fantasy 10 in a way.
Mhm.
Just how that story goes and just the characters and stuff like that. But in terms of story, I just got the second Aeon, and I just learned the how to play the Blitzball, which
Oh, Blitzball.
I want to see if I can do it because as a kid, I was never able to beat Blitzball. I think the controls were just super unintuitive, and I think they're the same now, but like I can obviously have a
Mhm.
better grasp of how to play it. So I'm curious. I'm not gonna sit here and try to. If I lose, I lose. But I am curious because I know that you get like a pretty powerful weapon for Titus. But
Is there, like, a whole
yeah,
tournament that you can go through?
yeah, it's like a whole
Okay.
like 3 game tournament that you can get through. But yeah, man, story is great. Visually, it looks okay. It doesn't look like the best or anything like that, but the actual like CGI cutscenes are still pretty stunning.
I mean, those were ridiculous
Yeah,
back on the
it
PS2.
it is like a little bit like it takes you back a little bit sometimes where it's like because they do it like instant transition from beautiful CGI cutscenes and then it'll cut to like
Back to
Titus
muddy.
back to blocky, kind of what, and it's like oh god, rough. So yeah, I would
Nice.
absolutely love a remake, like a proper remake of Final Fantasy X. I think we'll probably get it sooner rather than later, but um, I think not, is 9 been announced? Final Fantasy 9, has that remake been announced already?
I don't know if it's officially been announced.
But it's like heavily like
Yeah.
rumored or leaked or something. If once we get that, then I think they'll turn their eyes to 10 if they're not already working on that. I know they just technically had the remaster not like too long ago, which is what we have on the Switch. But yeah, it'd be nice to get a proper remake of that game because
What
yeah,
I'm trying to remember our, like, top 10 games of all time list or top 25. Was this
I
this
can't
was in
remember
your
if it
top
was
10,
or
right?
not. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look.
We need to go
Nick,
back and
let's
refresh.
we do. Yeah, it's been what 5 years since we did that, or 4 years.
It's 2022, so it's been.
So yeah, that was pre Elden Ring as well. So
It was.
Nick, let's take 5. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
All right.
Speaking of bathrooms, a quick tangent. Last night I had just the worst thing happen to me, where you wake up.
Oh God.
You wake up and you have that feeling of, oh God, I ate something bad.
Oh no, not again.
And like, it's just gonna last like an hour, right? It's gonna be an hour and then it's gonna be done. But
yeah,
man, that'll have you just praying to every god on the toilet. Like, what did I do, man? What,
like
what
your
can
stomach, it's like your stomach is being twisted. Like,
yep.
Yeah.
And you just have to wait.
That's one of those, like, we have like in our bathroom, our toilet paper like holder is like directly in front of where you sit. So sometimes you get that, you cramp, and you just have to like put your head down on a toilet roll and just pray that you're just like, oh please God, come on.
It's like it's one of those things. You can't look at your phone. You can't do anything. You just have to sit there.
Yeah, when you can't look at your phone, you're down bad.
It sucks too, because like Alicia woke me up to like change the baby and hold him a little bit, because she had just fed him.
Yeah,
to, like, get him back down to sleep, and I was holding him, and I was like, man, something's not feeling right. I had to give him back to her, and then an hour later, I'm finally back. But God, just the worst. It was almond milk that's what did it to me. It wasn't even expired.
Yeah,
like, the expiration date was in January, but it had been open for a while.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's what did me in.
Ugh.
And I had 2 little bowls of cereal yesterday.
Oh, so yeah, you were
idiot.
Yeah, stupid. Yeah, right. That's how I was feeling. I was sitting there talking, and I got a control of it earlier than when we started the show,
and then the rumbling happened,
and then it crept back up, and I was feeling it, and I was like, if I don't get up right now, I'm gonna have some leakage going on.
He felt the rumbling, and he just had to.
Yeah, and like I just ate something spicy, and like usually if I eat like not to get too graphic, but like if I eat something like hot, liquidy, like soup or anything like that, I usually have like 30 minutes and then I'm going, which is good. Like, I mean, like pho and stuff like that is good, like really good for like cleaning you out. But you're kind of on a time crunch.
That's one thing I didn't realize about having a baby is like, to an extent, you can't really poop on your own time.
No.
Especially if both you and your wife are going at the same time, or have to go at the same time. It's like, man,
gotta wait.
One of us has to hold it in. You know what I mean?
Just gotta hold it in.
All right. Anyway, sorry for the disgusting tangent.
Yeah.
Where were we?
I think
Final Fantasy. Well, we were talking about Final Fantasy
Final
X.
Fantasy. Yeah.
Final Fantasy X.
Final Fantasy X, the remake potentially. So yeah. Going back, yeah, definitely would love a remake of that game. That's and we were talking about like our game of the year, our top 25, which we definitely need to go back and revisit, because I'm sure things have
I mean, that was
changed.
That was pre-Dread. Is it pre-Metroid Dread as well?
Yeah, 2022, right? I mean, that was.
Oh no, it was 21 when we did it. Sorry,
21.
2021 when we did the top 25. So 4 years ago.
Yeah, that was pre-Dread. That was pre-Elden Ring, pre-Tears of the Kingdom. Obviously pre-Expedition 33. I mean,
yeah,
so many good games that came out.
A lot of bangers.
Yeah, ton of bangers. So yeah, I'm sure that list will be, especially like the top. There's also just a lot of good games that came out in general, like Alan Wake 2. Like that's probably one of my favorite survival horror games of all time. Like that game is pretty damn good.
Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4 remake, which wherever Resident Evil 4 originally was, I'm sure it'll be even higher than that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, we've had so many like Resident Evil. When did Resident Evil 7 come out? Was that 2018?
2017.
2017. Okay, so that would have definitely been included. I don't know if Resident Evil would top 7 for me. I think I still like 7 better than 8. So, anyways, yeah, something we can definitely revisit.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive over into the Game Awards itself. I streamed this. I saw the whole thing. Nick, I think you kind of tuned in and out. I don't know if you saw every single announcement that happened.
No, not everyone.
But But yeah, I've got IGN's article up here, so I'll just kind of go through it, and then we can talk about anything that's super interesting. So Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic, a new Old Republic game is in the works, and this is from Casey Hudson, one of the original creators of the original one, which I think it's Saber. I think they confirmed that the remake of KOTOR 1 is still in active development, and they may be moving on to 2 after that one's done. So that was cool. Obviously, we talked about it earlier, but Clair Obscur Expedition 33 won Game of the Year, and just about every other category it was nominated in. And then they also launched some free DLC for the game. It's a new painting, a new little area. This is like Verso's, like
almost like childhood painting. Like,
yeah, childhood painting. It's like kind of like a safe place for him to go to. Adds a new dungeon, enemies, bosses, bunch of new costumes and stuff like that. So I've been playing a little bit of it. It's really, really good. That weird statue that was kind of baffling the internet over the last couple weeks, that was confirmed to be the next Divinity game from Larian Studios. Is it just called Divinity?
Yeah, I think it's just called Divinity.
Okay. Very, very gruesome trailer. It was pretty awesome. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as affected by this types of stuff anymore, but some people were calling it like overly disgusting. And I'm like, it just kind of looks like
kind of par for the course for like
yeah.
anything like this. Yeah, I mean,
and especially if you play Baldur's Gate 3, I mean, there's nothing in there that was too egregious or anything like that. But nonetheless, that is coming out. I don't think we got a date for that, so I'm sure that's probably a couple years away. One of the big ones, and obviously this got leaked prior to the show, but Leon was confirmed for
our boy
Resident Evil Requiem, and they also did confirm that it's kind of like a split story. Like you will play as Leon and you'll play as
Grace.
And that, I think that pretty much confirms that thing we talked about last week about Rose being in the game. That was probably just a
mistype or something
like that. Because she was not mentioned at all.
Yeah, and they confirmed that it would be about a 50-50 split in terms of the story, and that Leon's side would be more action focused, but would draw more from Resident Evil 4 rather than Resident Evil 6.
Yes,
which is good to hear. And then obviously Grace's perspective would be more survival horror, because she's in their own words, she's a scaredy cat, right? And like you're gonna feel that fear through her. So like I'm really interested to see how they handle the first person versus third person, since they said that there is a mode, or at least a version of this game, where the developers pick which perspective you're going to be in. So like, are they going to keep Grace's gameplay in first person and then peel out to third person for Leon? I know obviously you can do whatever you want, but like I want to see their vision behind it.
That's what I'm going to do. That's my plan on is doing it their way, and then obviously these games are highly replayable, so I'll probably choose third person the next time, or whatever I decide. But I'm very excited. Obviously, not coming off of, but like referring to Resident Evil 6 and how much of a mess that was, with so many different characters and so many different types of way to play. I kind of started to get that vibe a little bit, and Resident Evil 6 is not a very good game. But I think I still have full confidence in this game. And
I mean,
dude, seeing Leon again punching people,
doing the roundhouse kick,
geriatric Leon, like, come on, like, and insanity.
Resident Evil series is no stranger to having dual protagonists. I mean, Resident Evil 2, like you can play as Claire and Leon. Resident Evil 3, you have Jill and then
Carlos.
Yep. 4, I mean, it's Leon, but you also have separate ways with Ada.
Yeah, 5, and you play as Ashley for like a brief moment in the game.
Oh yeah, you play as Ashley, and then I mean, even in 7, do you play as Chris? At least in the DLC, right?
In the DLC, you play as Chris, and then in 8, you play as Chris towards the end.
Is that in the like the Heisenberg section? Is that with Chris? I can't remember when you play as Chris in Village.
You play as Chris towards the end of the game, like whenever you're going back and you're yeah.
When you're going back into the village, right? Like it's all burned down.
That's when you go fight. Is that when you go fight Miranda? No, because you go in there, you defeat that one of the colossal people, and then you find Mia locked up, and then I think it cuts back to
Ethan,
and you finish it up.
That's right.
Something like that.
I kind of want to go back and play Village again.
Yeah.
Well, I'll play it again on Switch too.
Yeah, exactly. Tomb Raider Catalyst got announced for 2027. This is so the internet is kind of split. We're not 100% sure if this is the same Laura that we got introduced to, like in the Rise, like Tomb Raider, Rise of Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. We're not 100% sure if that is the same Laura. Does it really matter? Not really. She does have a little bit of a different look to her. So who knows? I think some people referred, like in the trailer, they may have referred to that first island. So maybe it is. And they just kind of changed her appearance up, which I kind of hope that is, because I did like that version of Laura in those games. So that would be cool if they kept that, but I think the voice actor, it also sounds different too. But so we got that coming in 2027, and then we have a remake or a reimagining of Tomb Raider 1 that's coming out next year. So double Tomb Raider for 2026, 2027. I'm super excited. I could definitely go for one of these types of games, Uncharted style games. I'm very excited. And they did like the iconic, like where she's like doing the handstand, like and coming up like classic. So
and that's
awesome.
That kind of conveys like a more like playful and confident Laura, whereas like the Rise trilogy was definitely more of a I guess more of a realistic, more of a gritty.
Yeah. Well,
like,
I
more of a
always
survivor.
took that. Yeah, I always took that. Yeah, well, that's what they call like the Survivor series. I always took that as like that was her before she became like the legend or whatever. But
so maybe it's all connected, right?
It could be. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Next up on the list, we got coming out next year from Remedy. We've got we talked about earlier, but Control Resonant. This is the sequel to Control. It seems like you're playing as Jesse's brother, I believe. That was lost. Let's see. Yeah, Dylan. That was lost, and that's what she originally went to the bureau to find him. But he's now escaped into the outside world. And he has a service weapon, but it's melee based. And this looks so cool. Yeah. Oh man, like Control is like such an awesome game. And yeah, this looks even better. So very, very excited. Anything Remedy at this point, I mean, has outside of that what is it, the Firebreak game?
FBC Firebreak.
I never played that, but
shooter,
which I heard wasn't terrible, but it was just different, I guess.
It was just okay, and that's a detriment in that like landscape.
Yeah, just okay. Yeah, and it's Remedy, so like just okay is not good enough in any way, because Remedy is so they just make incredible games. We got another look at Saros, the spiritual successor to Returnal, from Housemarque, coming in. It's coming on April 30th, 2026.
It got delayed a little bit from its original March release, right?
I believe so. Yeah. This one I'm still up in the air. Like I never did play Returnal, but this one looks like it may be a little bit more friendly. For like people that are, and I'm also not a huge roguelike person either. We got a new look at the Mario movie.
It's
super short. It's about 30 seconds. Mega Man Dual Override got revealed. They're not calling it Mega Man 12, but it might as well be. I'm not. Yeah, but Mega Man is one of those series that I've never really played.
Me neither.
I think I dabbled a little bit, but yeah, I've never actually completed one. So very, very similar to Metroid for me, a few years ago. And I think we both bought Mega Man 11, which was on sale for like $4.
Yeah.
So I haven't played it yet, but I'm excited to give it a try to see how it is, because I've never.
They look pretty digestible, like short, like with it like under 5 hours long games. And then there's like the X series as well, and like the ZX series and Zero. So I'm interested to see what the difference is with all of those games. But
yeah,
I saw that Capcom sale. I was like, like the new Mega Man looks relatively interesting. I should probably check out the most recent one.
Yeah. We got another look at Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. That releases on May 29th of 2026. I think I'm gonna get this game. I think I'm sold. Like I guess I didn't realize. I thought it was just the Dark Knight like trilogy. I didn't realize that it covered like every movie. So that's pretty
I didn't
awesome.
know either.
Yeah. So it's got like everything from all the movies that have been made. So that's pretty cool. Diablo 4 got an expansion, Lord of Hatred revealed. I believe that's out now. So if you're a Diablo fan, there you go. The Street Fighter movie trailer got shown off for the first time. Looks ridiculous.
Crazy cast.
Crazy cast. Star Wars Galactic Racer got announced. It's from the former Burnout and Need for Speed developers. That looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
It takes place in Galaxy, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Phantom Blade Zero, the mobile game that looks unreal, like just unreal.
Wait, is it mobile?
No, it's not. It's for PS5, but like,
okay.
Isn't it based off of like a mobile game?
Potentially.
That's coming out September 9th. So I know a lot of people are excited about that one. Hopefully it's good. Again, this one just looks crazy unreal. It just looks like one of those like AI games almost, where it's like this looks a little bit too good to be true. So we'll see. Pragmata got a release date, a demo, and is also coming to the Switch too. Coming out April 24th, 2026. And okay, so also reveal it'll have a gameplay demo out today. So there is a demo out for Pragmata
on PC.
On PC, yep. And then it's also coming to Switch too, alongside everything else. So that's awesome. Let's see. I'm going down the list here. I'm just kind of skipping over a couple things. Yeah, High Guard was the game that they ended on. It's a new PvP game, hero shooter kind of thing. Pretty shocked, to be honest, that they ended on this. Now it's coming out in January 26th, which Jeff was like, "Oh, every time we do like the last announcement, it's always years away potentially." It's really cool that, yeah, maybe don't do that ever again, because this is not it. I mean, I'm sure some people are excited for this. It's from the creators of Apex Legends and Titanfall, so there is some history there. But it's a PvP raid shooter game. Like I don't know.
It doesn't do anything for me, but
no,
I'm not the target audience for this.
No, not at all.
It doesn't sit well for being a closer to the Game Awards.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like a prestigious.
Another game that I just could care less about, 4 Loop revealed as PlayStation's new sci-fi co-op shooter from Bad Robot and the Left 4 Dead designer. Yeah, I don't know. This one just did nothing for me. Did you see this trailer for this one?
I think so. It was one that kind of looked like Left 4 Dead.
A little bit. Yeah, Left 4 Dead, and it's got like it's very it's got a bunch of sci-fi going on. I don't know. Obviously Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 are incredible. The Back 4 Blood was not nearly as good, or maybe I don't know. Maybe just those types of games weren't for me anymore. Because I did play Back 4 Blood a little bit, but it just didn't really do much for me. Let's see. Ace Combat 8 got announced. Wings of Feve. So that's coming out. I don't think we got a release date, but that's coming out soon. Lenny Kravitz is the villain in 007 First Light.
Oh yeah.
So that looks pretty cool. Coming out March 27th. That's pretty soon. Let's see. The Witness and Braid creator Jonathan Blow announced his new 250-hour puzzle game, Order of the Sinking Star. This one actually looks pretty cool.
It does look really cool.
Yeah, it looks super unique, and yeah. All the games he makes are pretty good. Lords of the Fallen 2, talking about, I think that got another trailer. Just trying to look through. Neo 3 got another trailer. Scroll down and see if there's anything else that kind of catches my eye. Anything that I missed, Nick?
There's that one Badger game, the one that did like a take on Bloodborne.
Oh yeah.
That one kind of looked like those like AI video games that
Yeah,
I see all the time on Twitter. Hopefully it's not an AI game and it's actually a good faith effort, but it looks interesting to say the least. I just hope it's an actual game.
Yeah. Some of the stuff you just never know. I mean, you get they're
There's also that the Switch 2 exclusive Orbital. What was it called? Orbitals? Like the
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That one looks really cool as well.
That one does look pretty cool. Yeah, Orbitals. Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. Yeah, other than that, I mean, there's a bunch of games that typically show up. Got updates, Wuthering Waves, stuff like that.
Your mobile games and
all your mobile games getting their updates and stuff like that. So yeah, but overall, I thought the show was really good. I thought this was one of the best one in recent years. Lots of really great announcements. Like the only critique I can really say outside of all the slop games but they're just going to be there because they pay the bills. But just that ending, I just did not enjoy that ending with that particular game. But oh well.
No. And my other critique on the award side is they still rush through some awards that I don't think they should rush through, like best RPG, action adventure, action game. Like those, they just fire off back to back, and I feel like they save the stage for not enough awards, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that if like it's like, do we really need the Expedition 33 team coming up there 9 different times? So like, I get some of that stuff.
I mean, maybe they knew that, and obviously Jeff knows who's won in advance.
Yeah.
So maybe he structured the show in such a way where, that team wasn't going up a bunch of times.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, it's definitely tough to run that type of stuff. I thought him, the very beginning mentioning, his dad. I didn't realize his home burned down, but I guess
I know that's a bummer.
Yeah, and then he talked about his dad. Obviously, we knew about his dad passing away and stuff like that. So, I thought it was a great show.
And one more critique, and I feel like this has been said before, but like with the best indie game award, it's kind of a double-edged sword, right? Because if Expedition 33 beats Hollow Knight Silksong in this award, like in that category, it by default kind of has to beat it out in the Game of the Year category as well.
That's right, because Hollow Knight won Best Indie?
No, Expedition 33 won Best
Expedition
Indie.
won, okay.
So by nature, that means it's a better, quote-unquote, better game than Silksong.
Yeah.
So it would beat it in the Game of the Year category as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough because like if you can't beat the games that are in their respective categories, like because it won Best RPG, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like it would have been kind of weird if like I don't know, Kingdom Come won Best RPG, and then Expedition won Game of the Year.
I feel like you can argue that, like, oh, this game like does RPG mechanics better than Expedition 33 does.
True.
Even if it's not the better game overall, like it still does this better. Just like
Gotcha.
Yeah, with visuals or sound or anything. But with the indie award specifically. It's like,
Yeah.
well,
No, yeah.
that's just
I see.
basic. That's just the quality of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's always tough.
Kinda dumb.
And a lot of these categories also, like, we've been kind of complaining for a few years now where, like, I don't know, like, best family game, like, DK is really
That's
in
just
that.
the
Like, it's not like
It's not a family game, really. I mean, it has
Yeah.
co-op, but
yeah, some of that stuff gets a little bit lost in the sauce, I think. But whatever. It is what it is.
yeah. Yeah.
It is what it is. All right, well, let's dive over into a little bit of the rest of the news that happened this week, and then we'll get out of here. Nick, you wanna read the next one?
Yeah, so Silk or Team Cherry posted a blog post update earlier tonight and announced that Silksong has sold 7 million copies, with millions more having played on Xbox through Xbox Game Pass. So they've probably topped 10 million players, but they've sold
Yeah.
7 million.
Yeah.
They announced a free expansion coming to Hollow Knight Silksong in 2026. It's called Sea of Sorrow. It's a nautical themed expansion with new tools, new bosses, new biomes, etc., etc. And they said they'd talk about that more closer to the release of the expansion. So this is going to be completely free. I'm very excited for it. Obviously, new content is great.
Oh, y'all can charge for this. Like,
yeah,
the game was $20, and we got 50+ hours of it. Y'all can charge, like,
seriously
like,
though. Like,
you guys got all the goodwill. It's same thing with, like,
No
No
Man's
Man's
Sky.
Sky. It's like, come on, you guys can charge now. It's okay.
Yeah.
But
and then Hollow Knight, like the original Hollow Knight, is getting a Switch 2 version, so it's getting like all of the bells and whistles of Silksong.
Which is
as a
hard
Switch
because
upgrade.
hard to believe because, like, the Switch 1 version was, from what I remember, was pretty flawless, like, in terms of
Yeah,
like,
I don't know what else they would do to it.
because I mean, it's a slower game, but
Still looks great though, even
Yeah.
on the Switch 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very excited about that. Harrison, you need to go in and
yeah, I need to
beat that
finish it.
final boss.
I'm right on the final boss. I just
You had only tried it a few times.
I only tried it a few times, so I could definitely just gotta do it.
I go lock in for a couple minutes and then
Just gotta lock in.
and then lastly here, Divinity Original Sin 2, that's from Larian Studios. That game has gotten a free update to the Switch 1 edition, getting a Switch 2 edition. I think it's like improved visual fidelity, stabilization of frame rate. I don't think it's bumping up the frame rate to 60. And there's no mouse controls. This game could definitely use mouse controls, and it doesn't seem like they've added them in. So we'll see how good this upgrade is. I have the original game on my Switch 1, so I have the update downloaded. I was not very far into the game at all, so I'll jump in and see.
Check it out.
But I really want Baldur's Gate 3 to come to Switch 2. Because I would love to transfer my save and finish my playthrough on Switch 2 rather than Xbox. It's just hard. It's hard to like sit down and play a big RPG on Xbox. It's just so easy on the Switch since it's portable.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap up the show. We appreciate everyone watching and listening. If you can review us on your favorite podcasting platform of choice, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. I think the plan is for the rest of the year, unless some crazy news happens, we're going to take next Monday off. And then the following Monday on the 29th, I believe, we're going to do our game of the year episode, and then we'll be done for the year, and then we'll probably come back that following week or all that good stuff. So that right now, that's the plan. We may do a show again if something happens. We may do a show next Monday, but for now, we will see you guys in a couple of weeks with game of the year 2020.
Do you have your top 10 locked in at the moment, or are you still percolating a little bit? I'm
still percolating a little bit. I got to write them down and go into Tinker Time.
it's really the bottom five, or I think I'm locked in on the top 5. It's just the 6 through
Yeah,
10 that always sends me through a loop.
yeah. I think I think I could probably go down my top 5 right now, maybe. But we'll see. Yeah. So yeah, doing a little tinker time here this week and next week. Gotta get through Hollow Knight. Finish that up. Everything else, like I feel like I'm good. Like I really do want to go play some more Kingdom Come. That game's just so massive to try to cram
You
in the next couple
you have like
weeks.
50 hours left, I'm sure.
Yeah. But yeah.
Nice.
So it could be my metaphor of last year where that game would have clearly been my game of the year.
Yeah. I kind of wish I would have played it earlier.
Yeah. Oh, which I did take a picture of my you had tweeted out your playtime for for the PS5 this year, and I think I'm about where you are. I had 63 hours in Metaphor, which took up 73% of my time. And granted, I played this game in January. Silent Hill F, I put 15 hours into. That's 17% of my time. Split Fiction, which is again another one. Astrobot, I put in 2 hours. That was 2% of my time, and then I think I played the demo for the Yuka Replay remaster that came out. So yeah, PS5 was definitely
underutilized
this year.
Yeah, there just wasn't. There wasn't a ton of like exclusive content.
Yeah, and like Ghost of Yotei, like I didn't really feel like I needed or wanted to play that. Death Stranding 2, like I really enjoyed Death Stranding up to a point, and then I was like, yeah, I think I'm kind of over this mechanic.
Yeah, I knew if I could just make it through the hype cycle of Death Stranding 2, then I'd be fine missing it.
Yeah, and I never really had that zeitgeist feeling like I was missing out on anything.
Yeah,
when everybody was talking about it. So it's the same thing with the Ghost of Yotei. I feel like
that one kind of
came and went, but I mean, it kind of feels that like I don't really feel like a lot of people talk about that game.
No,
too much. So, but I know it's really good. So
I think it's just a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. You know, it's like first.
Yeah, I played a couple hours of that. Just I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't click with me for some reason. I put like 5 hours into it. Yeah, wasn't feeling it.
All right, well that is that's the plan for the end of the year for the show. Another year in. Nick, you had a incredibly massive comeback as well on Fantasy Critic. I mean, I thought I had it locked in, and Metroid Prime 4, it let me down. It really did. Like I was expecting 90s, and it ended up getting an 81 on Open Critic. And then obviously Call of Duty Black Ops 7 fucked me royally.
That got you negative points, right?
Yeah, it got me negative 5 points, which if I hadn't had on my list, I would have been over the edge. But total score, you got 239, and I got 237. I also counterpicked Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which gave me negative 19. And then Age of Imprisonment gave me negative 9. You counterpicked Night Rain, which gave you negative 10. Like a Dragon Yakuza, Pirate Yakuza gave you negative 11, and then Ninja Gaiden 4 gave you negative 12. So, yeah, it's
tough.
Yeah, Metro Prime, I thought I had, and then Mina the Holler got delayed indefinitely.
That's really what screwed you.
Yeah,
because all you needed was like just needed a game.
Yeah,
because my last pick was the Terminator 2D game, and like that was only the 76 or something. So that got me like
76 points. Yeah, because I ended up picking Skate Story and Unbeatable, and Unbeatable got me 6 points. And Skate Story ended up giving me 14, which was good. But yeah, Metro Prime, man.
I mean, that was one of your first picks at the beginning of the year.
Because I think you went first, and you picked GTA 6, and then I went. I think you went first, and then I got the next two, which I think that's one thing when I got Prime 4 and Hollow Knight, which Hollow Knight got me a lot of points. It got me 22. Man, bummer.
Hey, you know, that's how it goes, though, bro.
That's how it goes. That's how it
goes.
goes. It's not over
Can't
yet.
win
I'm
them all.
hoping some more Terminator 2 reviews come in and brings it down
You're
a little bit.
You're gonna set up an outlet and give it like a 1 out of 10.
Yeah. I'm gonna give Metro Prime 4 a 10 out of 10 and
Oh my god, dude.
Terminator 2.
If anything, it's gonna go down even more with people coming out of the woodwork giving it a 6 out of 10 for no fucking reason.
Yeah. Oh. All right, guys. Well, we'll be back in a couple weeks with our Game of the Year show. Bye-bye.
Bye.